Она твоя.
20 телеков связано.
Которая понадовше уже. Сатада дешевче наживу. Да. So hello everyone. I'm going to Istanbul. Have about 7.5 hours from now. This is what the navigation say. So a bit past midnight we should be there. I just ate some sandwiches, drank coffee, and we're ready to go. I decided to do this video because last time there were many people who asked me some questions, and now we have a lot of time during the road, so anyone who wants to ask something, now is the moment. I will try to do some predictions also for the matches, and let me start with Tobias-Sporong versus Prudnik left arm. This one could be a nice match, how is Vitaly compared to Corey? Totally different styles. Inside, for sure, Corey has the edge. His side pressure is extremely strong, but I believe if they pull in a real match, Vitaly is the favorite because of the style of Corey is extremely good against hook pullers, but against top rowers I'm not sure if he is that good. So the match with John Brzenk in July will be interesting to see how good Corey is against top rowers. Yes, actually I believe that Cheffy can beat Vitaly. It may be they're pretty equal in my eyes, both extremely strong, but in my eyes Cheffy has the horsepower, but Vitaly has the leverage and maybe the hand advantage, not sure. But in my eyes Cheffy is the favorite in this one. I wanted to say about Prudnik versus Tobias left arm, and the internet stopped. So Prudnik has more horsepower, but this young guy from Sweden is also very strong and may surprise many people. I expect hook match because both are mostly hook pullers. But maybe actually Prudnik will beat him. I would say 70-30% for Prudnik. So the next one is Maxiu Barboza versus Sahib Kaglar. here I believe that Marcio all the way. The Turkish guy may give him some trouble, but in my eyes, Marcio is too good for that guy. I say 3-0 for Marcio. With right arm, Marcio versus Tobias, I would say also Marcio. He has so much experience and he's also very strong, so I think he will beat Tobias right hand. Other matches that are coming after that. In the last video I said that John is the favorite against Turab. In my eyes, I see it like a mismatch. Prudnik is also favorite with right arm against Matt Mask. Matt may trouble him in... Actually, it's going to be very interesting if Matt is able to explode after the goal and takes Prudnik's hand, because I haven't seen Prudnik with that risk, or actually I remember that he beat Hermes at Lotitur when they both were 86 kilos, I think, with that wrist. So I say Prudnik. Too much horsepower for Matt, I think. No, I don't think that Prudnik can top row Matt. Matt Mask is very good against top rowers, actually. His hand is very solid. So I believe that if Prudnik is going to beat Mask, he will hook him or he will beat him with dead wrist, but will not be able to top row him.
What's your prediction for John versus Corey?
John versus Corey. I would say Corey, because I felt a lot of power there. But I'm not that good top rower, so really don't know how good Corey is against top rowers. So that's why I said that it will be very good to see how good Corey is against top rowers. I would say Corey, 60 to 40% for Corey.
I want to see God versus Super Heavyweight Top or Arif Erdem, for example.
Yes, Arif versus Corey, this would be interesting also. Actually, we'll see what will happen now between me and Arif. Me and Corey, I thought that we're more similar in styles, but after we put, I realized that he used a lot more back pressure, a lot more dragging. He's using a lot more his back. He's not going so much forward. So I believe my style would be better against Arif, actually. It doesn't mean that I will beat him, but my style would be better against Arif. Corey needs very, very solid hand and wrist to beat Arif because of the style.
Democracy. Would you like to put Oleg Shok? And what do you think about his current state?
Yes, I would love to pull Oleg again because he beat me 2016. Actually, when we pulled there, I was too confident I would beat him. I needed the strap, but I didn't slip because I thought that I would beat him even without the strap, but I couldn't. I believe that now he's maybe 95% from what he was, if he's not the same already, but step by step he was going back, and right now I believe he's already very good and he would do good against anyone. And yes, I would love to book him again.
Do you think Top Row is a superior move super heavy weights?
I'm not sure because actually there's no one hook puller in the heavyweights. Most of them are top rolling. I don't know why. Maybe they are afraid from something. I don't know. Maybe they are not man enough to hook. I don't know. But if you want to hook some top rower, which hand is very thick and his forearm is so long, you need to have very big hand. Mine is not that big, and that's why lately the heavyweights beat me, because to beat
Levankin.
yes, Levan can go in hook, but he never goes after the goal, so he's top rower.
Do you think Gilly has a chance versus Sasha left-handed?
No, I believe Sasha will beat him. He may give him some trouble, but I believe Sasha will beat Betgili. So, did I say all the predictions about East versus West? What did I miss?
Tsiu Irakli.
Tutsiro versus Irakli. 90% sure that Irakli will take Todd's hand. But if they're in the straps, I'm almost sure that Todd will beat Irakli even with dead wrist. Todd Hutchins is a bad man. To beat Hutchins, you need you need everything to be strong in your arm. Your cup, your pronator, your side pressure. If you have any weak chain, Todd Hutchins will beat you. And I see that Irakli has extremely strong back pressure and pronator, but his side pressure I don't believe is strong enough for Todd Hutchins.
If you can decide one strong side from every top arm
Что
wrestler.
думаешь?
Иначе будет супер.
Ти трябва да се презаредиш. So, I don't know if you lost me because some of the internet stopped here. So I will repeat this because it's very interesting. To make one best ultimate arm wrestler, I would say we can take Denis Plenkov's biceps, Dave Cheffy's side pressure, Vitaly Valetin's back pressure and pronator, and I'm not sure for best hand and wrist, but for sure maybe I would say Rezo Utidze, because he was the last person who took Levan's hand. So this in my eyes would be the ultimate arm wrestler. And maybe my pushing also.
Erasmus versus Michael.
Versus Michael? This would be very interesting match. In my eyes, this would be the match of the night, because Rezo is extremely strong here, but I don't see him so strong here, and I'm sure he will dominate Michael's hand, but almost sure that he will not have enough power to finish the match quickly. So I expect war from this one. A real war.
Do you think you would have won the Olympians on the right arm too?
Yes, I believe that I would win the Europeans with right. My right is better now because all my focus lately was on my right, so I believe my right is better than left now.
What do you think about Enginter's arm wrestling style?
Engin is very solid after the goal. he takes the center of almost all the guys who is pulling against. Extremely strong fingers and wrists. His side pressure is not that good, and sometimes he has problems to finish the match. But his back pressure, pronator, and wrist and fingers very solid.
Small same face.
He doesn't like to lose even on training, and most of the times he just don't want to go with me.
Жуков. Здрасте, красная чашиста.
Да, Ванка, отиваме към Истанбул. You are preparing well. Don't underestimate Evan. Show us your best.
Кой строго? Жидар, Даниел,
With right arm, I believe Božo is stronger than Daniel. With left arm, I'm not sure. Daniel is very bad man, and I just saw that TFC already organized super match between them. I'm not sure if it's going to be left or right arm, but it would be very nice if it's left and right. But I would say Božo,
Why do you lose Daniel?
because 2 minutes before that I pulled with the Croatian guy at the side table, and he came and said, come on, let's pull. I was just tired, but he is very strong.
Do you think you are stronger now compared when you were in 2012 when you beat Arsene Lev?
Some areas from my game now are stronger. For sure my biceps and pronation is better now. But my side pressure, not sure. My pushing may be stronger before. I'm not sure about that. But against top rowers, I'm not sure if I'm better now. But against hook pullers, I should be better now.
Krasi, are you interested in pulling Michael Todd or Devon Morat and destroy their king move? Because once you do it, King will make a statue of you in the center of Istanbul.
Yeah, that would be great actually, but I'm not so confident that I can do that, because maybe I can do it, but not sure, because to beat King's move you should be very good at climbing, and I'm not sure if I'm that good. But I have the other thing that is required to beat that move, and it's the pushing power. I have that one, but for me that is very ugly move, and it's not fair to use it in a match, and I don't want to pull against someone who is using it, so prefer to don't pull against such pullers.
Krasi, would you use supination to try set hook better against the top
Better against?
roller?
Depends from the top roller. If the top roller goes more to the side, you cannot afford to go just with your down fingers. You should hold your pronation and these two fingers as well. If the top roller is going just back, then you can use supination and just mostly the down two fingers.
Krasi destroyed Morat's king's move in 2018.
But the thing is that when I beat Larat on that training, he was not going under the table. He was not king's moving back then. He was pulling like a man back then. After that he started to do that not nice thing.
Те са тук Коди Мерджива съобщение всъщност, на което не знам дали е чула отговора, защото беше замръзнато тогава. You froze while answering. If you would like a left-handed match with me. Sorry to bug you, but you are one of my favorite bowlers, and I would love to see if I can compete with the best.
Yes,
in the world.
Cody. Yes, I would love to pull you. And I just explained that we were supposed to pull when I was in the USA, but you were injured, or I don't know what exactly, and that's why I pulled Duck. But yes, I would love to pull you, and if there's good enough offer, I would love to pull you.
Отново въпроса, отново въпроса за Тод Хътчинс и Брезенко. Ще се го замръзнал това.
About Brzenk versus Todd Hutchins, I am
What happened in 6 months?
I would bet on Todd Hutchins. John would take his wrist, but I don't believe that he will have enough power to finish the match. But it would be very interesting to see this match, especially when we know that they were training together and they know very well each other. So this would be great to see because most of the times when two people are training together, they know each other very well and they know all the strong and the weak points of the opponent. So it would be great to see that match.
Would you like to go?
I would like to pull Todd Hutchins, Dave Jeffrey, and who else? And Corey again. These three guys I would like to pull, but mostly Todd Hutchins.
Good luck this weekend and thank you. I hope to see you again someday. Good luck this weekend and thank you. I hope to see you again someday.
Thank you.
Това беше от Коди.
All the best, Corey.
Сега няма други.
Hmm?
Сега няма други.
You can ask me anything, guys, for training or for anything else. Most of the guys ask me very often, what do I do before competition? Do I still train? Do I rest? Usually, if it's a main event, I rest about 10 days. And that means 10 days without maximum effort. I still train every day, once or twice a day, 30-40 minutes, sometimes up to 1 hour, but about 50-60% just for blood circulation, and your mind, your brain should remember your movement. For example, today I was on the table and I was trying the moves that I will go on Saturday, and even actually if you are a top rower, the back pressure doesn't need that much time to recover. 3-4 days is enough for this to recover. If you're a hook puller, the side pressure needs 10 days or 14 days to recover. So if you're a hook puller, you need more rest before competition. For top rowers, 3-4-5 days is enough actually if you're not very sore.
They were meant to set a match for us at the next East versus West.
That would be interesting, Cody. Some of the guys rest about 2 weeks before competition. 2 weeks without doing anything. Well, for me this looks so weird because every time when I rest more than 2 days fully, just rest, when I go to the table, I feel like a jelly, like a jellyfish. I don't know how is it possible to just stay on the couch for 2 weeks and after that to go on a competition. Once I rested 5 days because I was on a holiday, on a vacation, and after that when I went on a training, I had zero power. Just doesn't work for me.
Остана с Калуема, тренирате дали още, дали все още е състезателна форма.
Дали още?
Е в състезателна форма.
Да, на български ли стане? Еми, колко мисля, че си играли, да, той сега игра в Стара Загора, така че да, играй си.
What do you think about Dot versus Prodnik and John versus Arabia?
Todd Hutchins versus Prudnik would be very nice hook war. It would be very interesting to see this. The thing is that Prudnik is also able to top roll, so I believe he may try to top roll Hutchins. But if they both go inside, it would be very long match and very nice to see. And I would like to put both of them in hook as well. This sounds nice. For example, Prudnik, Hutchins, me and Sasho. These four to go in one tournament, and the rules should be no top rolling, just hook. You're not allowed to top roll. Or Sasho Andreev also, or Jordan Zonev also in the mix. This sounds interesting for me. Just bone to bone, side to side.
Next question. Krasi, when do you go? When you're going to get married?
That's a tricky question. I'm not sure I'm going to, so we'll leave this here now. Тук дали трябва да свим към Разград или да продължим напред за Търговище? Just for a second, guys. My girlfriend needs to check in which direction we should go now, because I haven't been traveling through this road for a long time and I'm not sure if we should turn right here or just go straight.
6 км са на час. След Разград. Regards from Romania.
Hey, Romania.
Moscow Power wars after 5 days of rest ordered elements not work as expected. Moscow Power wars after 5 days of rest ordered elements not work as expected.
After 5 days rest, the strength is there, just the feeling that you have is not the same. When you go to the table, or at least me, I like it's like it's the first time I go to the table. I just don't know what to do. The coordination is not there. The coordination is missing, and even the power, it's not the same. The joints are there. You're able to use your joints very good after full rest, but the power and the mind is not there. It's like you're the first time in your life on the arm wrestling table, so the feeling is not nice for me.
Do you know what's Georgi Tsvetkov from nowadays?
Georgi Tsvetkov was strong last year. At the Worlds he was in very good shape. I saw a video Božidar Simeonov training with him a month ago, and Georgi didn't look that strong this time, but usually he's very strong lately, and he could be dangerous for anyone, especially after he gained so much weight and his hand became huge, ridiculous. His hand is so thick. For me it's extremely difficult to set the grip with him, and he would be able to give a match to anyone.
Може да споделиш мнението си за Роглев, на какво ниво според теб?
Роглев е добър, просто той не е толкова маниачен, колкото най-добрите. За да си от най-добрите трябва да си маняк, трябва да ядеш, да спиш, да тренираш постоянно с една и съща. Фокус с всичко. Трябва това да ти е постоянно в главата, трябва да си луд.
Is stronger Sasha or Babaev?
Sasha or Babaev? Babaev may be stronger after the goal. His wrist is extremely solid, but once the match stops, Sasha has the advantage to beat him. So if they have a super match, I would say Sasha. They would have a very nice match, but Sasha will beat him.
Красиво think Richard Lucas in his prime had the strongest hook.
The interesting thing about arm wrestling is that you can never measure it. You can never measure arm wrestling, so we cannot say. But usually he was pressing, and that press is not that effective against someone with the very strong biceps. The thing is that when he pulled Tsiplenkov, he was not pressing, he was more going to the side and using pronation. So it's very difficult to say. For sure one of the strongest hooks in the world, but we cannot say the strongest. This is the beauty of the sport, maybe, that we can never measure it.
Thoughts on John versus Irakli?
John versus Irakli. John has stronger hand, but the back pressure of Irakli may be enough to take John's hand. So in my eyes, Irakli has the advantage against John. I would say 60 to 40% Irakli.
Краси, желая ти успех и да бягаш на къща, че голям гликам. Така да се разтягаш ли?
Ще се мъча да избягам на кришка. Те наистина са тегави всичките тежките. Трябва на кришка само да се ярая с тях. Ще дам най-доброто от себе си, пък каквото ще да стане.
Разтягаш ли?
тречинг правя от време на време, ама рядко.
Like Russ have ever gripped up or bullet with Travis Bagent, left-handed.
Travis Bagent, I have never pulled him, nor left or right, but I would like to pull him, but the thing is that he's cheating so much before the goal. I get angry when my opponents are doing this, and I'm not sure I would like to pull him. But if he's fair enough on the grip, I would pull him, but he's never fair enough on the grip, so maybe I would not be happy to pull him. I remember his vendetta versus Ferit Usmanov. It was 2005 in Dubai, I think. This match was ridiculous, and the referee Monica Duma, I don't know if she realized how much she favored Travis that day. I believe that Ferit would crush Travis easily that day if everything was fair enough. Back then, Ferit left arm was extremely good. Even actually 10 years later at A1, I think Ferit is the last guy who hooked Oleg Zhokh and beat him in hook very confidently. I know some of the Serbian arm wrestlers, but still you need to get the level up, guys, and for that you need to learn from some better guys. There's if you just train together, I don't think you get much better. If you want to grow, you should go to some better arm wrestlers to learn from them. Good luck.
A bit out of the topic, but how did you learn to speak Russian?
Russian, I had a girlfriend 10 years ago. She was Russian, and with her I learned to speak Russian. But it's very similar to the Bulgarian language, and it's not that difficult for us to understand. To speak is a bit harder, but not that hard. Even now, if I watch a Russian movie, I understand everything. Even though I don't know the Russian grammar, I understand everything. And but if I watch some English movie, sometimes I don't understand, because when there are some words that I don't know, I just miss some parts and not able to understand everything. But with the Russian, even though I don't know grammar, I understand everything. Yeah, but this is something for the start to travel all over the world. I realized how important it is to know foreigner languages. And if I knew this when I was in school, right now I was going to speak in German also, because I learned German in school, but I was like, I don't need this, I don't need this. But actually now I realize that every language that you know is a treasure. So all the guys who are still students, remember this and learn languages in school. Maybe you will not need the math, maybe you will not need the geography, but the languages that you learn, this is just treasure, guys. Sorry guys, something is happening with the internet here because there's a lot of forest around us and the connection is not that good. So okay guys, this will be for now. The connection here is not that good, and maybe from Turkey I can do some live chat again. I hope I will show you something that you like to see, you would like to see from there. See you in the next video.